to another fabulous episode of The Fab Life. And today I am so excited and super stoked because with me is an awesome R&B Las Vegas artist. And you know me, and you guys who have been following me on Facebook, I have an eclectic taste in music. Pop, old pop music, a little bit of rock, new wave, but I definitely have a heart, a soft spot for R&B. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you all to Kevon Tyree.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me be part of your show. All right.
Avec plaisir, monsieur. And thank you for being in my show.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you very much. All right. So thank you very much, of
now
course.
Tell me something about your awesomeness.
Well, easy. I'm awesome. Case closed. No. Okay. Well, I was born in New York. I'm from the Bronx originally.
Wow.
My family and I came out here in '87. The story is simple. It goes like this. My mother and my stepfather went to the Sugar Ray Leonard Marvin Hagler fight.
Wow.
Which is like 85, maybe 86. They loved it out there. So about a year and a half later, we all came to Vegas, which is my mother, my stepfather, myself. Have 3 sisters. My grandmother at the time, who is now since passed. And that was 87 of August 1987. And I've been here ever since. It's been almost 31 years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, how did you develop a love for R&B?
Well, that's really easy. I mean, my mother was a Michael Jackson supporter, Jackson 5, Jackson, all that
Jackson.
stuff. I remember her Stevie Wonder albums.
Yes.
Her, all those Blue Magic, Main Ingredient, Wynton Marsalis, Brandon Marsalis, all those type of acts. Stephanie Mills.
Wow.
A lot of those. So I got a lot of that at home.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a station in New York called WBLS. And there was a quiet storm, and I would always sing to those songs when we got home back in New York, and I would always try to sing the harmony to it.
Yes. As
we started going. Now, little did I know, this was prepping me for what I would get into. Fast forward about 8 to 9 years. I'm 14, 15. I'm going to UNLV for the Upward Bound program, which is a program for people in junior high school and high school kids to help them with education, help them with different classes and things like that, help them with get credits for high school, college, whatever. And I was just singing in the hallway, just whatever.
Wow.
And a friend of mine was like, "You can sing." I was like, "Nah." And then the girls went, "Ooh, he can sing." And I said, "Well, maybe there's something to this." Yes. So after messing around for that, I went on my senior year of high school. I went to choir, and she said, "You actually have a voice," and that was the beginning. So I became a music major.
That's awesome. Now, when you used to listen to these R&B, did you used to sing along with it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I grew up. I mean, I was born, and I was 80s kid, 80s, 90s kid.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Jacksons and a lot of those songs that were out there. A lot of the Eurythmics. Got to throw the Eurythmics.
Oh, I love the Eurythmics.
Right, you gotta put the Eurythmics in there. You know, those and Queen, a little bit of Queen in there.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
You gotta have all of that, right? So, and I have all those things with the influence. Of course, Luther Vandross, because you gotta have Luther. Luther was
Who am I to disagree?
Right, right. So all of those songs.
Yeah.
So a lot of that, especially like Thriller, Off the Wall, Prince, big Prince fan. The Time, big influence.
That thought.
Okay.
The first time that I saw me and my friends, I don't know what they were up to. We gotta see this video. This was back in the Philippines. This is Michael Jackson's new video. And the entire world is waiting for this video. And then I said, "Oh my gosh, like what's happening?" I didn't know anything. Like I was just tagging along with my friends. And then I remember that one afternoon, I saw the video, Michael Jackson, Thriller, and it was
that's the one.
Epic. From beginning to end. And what's the name of the one who did the voice?
Vincent Price.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. He was amazing. I mean, you could only hear his voice in that video, but
That's
that
right.
was like amazing.
That changed the game for a lot of stuff.
It did.
You know, would you believe a lot of people would say that that album is enormously popular as it is not his best work.
Oh, so what is his best work?
In my opinion,
Mhm.
Off the Wall.
Oh wow,
His album before that.
his album before that.
Yep, the 1979-1980. That's what it came
Oh,
out.
yeah,
His first
yeah.
solo album. That was his best work, top to bottom.
Mhm.
Second best one, Dangerous, the one he did with Teddy Riley in the early
Yes.
90s. That was very good. And then after that, I would put Thriller and Bad in there.
And Bad, yeah.
Right. Very good albums, very good selections in there. But for an R&B person like myself,
Yeah.
I don't think about the hits. I think about the songs that are inside the album, the B-sides.
Come to think of it, I do love the first album because
Mhm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but PYT
That
was
is
in the first album.
No, that was Thriller.
That
no,
was-
that was Thriller.
Thriller.
Yep. PYT pretty young thing is yep. That was Thriller.
And what about Rock With You?
Rock With You was Off the Wall.
Yes.
Rock With You, yeah.
I love that song.
Right, and you could tell because of the hair, because it had that kind of afro-ish, kind of curly.
Mhm.
He didn't go all the way Jerry curly yet.
No.
Right. If you
Yeah.
get that Michael Jackson, that's Off the Wall. When it's all the way wet, hanging
I
out.
just had the visual of the music video.
Oh, listen, that video was amazing.
And busting those see, his dance moves were very different in
Mhm.
Off the Wall.
Yes.
I could see, I saw an evolution
Yes.
in Michael
Yes.
throughout the years.
If you go even further when he's with the Jacksons, you
Yeah.
can see pieces of what he would do later on in Thriller.
Yes.
Because he was showing out more so when you see his live shows. Obviously, for whatever reason, he held back for the videos. That's fine. But between that and when he went to Thriller, you could see the evolution of who he's becoming as an entertainer, as a showman, which is very interesting once you dive
Oh
into
my
that.
goodness, this is super, super awesome.
Yeah, very interesting. But my thing as an entertainer is I love to study other artists and their biographies and things
Yeah.
like that. That stuff it turns me on because I always see how other acts do what they do, how they got to where they got to. There's always something you can grab from that, which I find is very intriguing.
It is. Oh my gosh. See, I love having conversations about MJ. And see, you guys, can watch and, listen to this conversation. I used to work at the Wynn Hotel as
Okay.
a fashion stylist in one of the
I would
fashion
not have
stores.
figured that out at all. You?
Oh my gosh.
No way.
Oh my goodness.
No, you as a no. The heck you say?
Oh my gosh.
You are kidding me.
This guy is hysterical. Oh my gosh. Well, anywho.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I got interrupted. I'm just kidding. No, it's this happened unfortunately the week after Michael Jackson died.
Okay.
LaToya walks into my store
Hmm.
with her bodyguard.
Of course.
And in the store where I used to work at, we weren't allowed to acknowledge them as we could acknowledge them as customers,
Right, but not as
but
celebrities.
not as celebrities.
Right.
And we couldn't take their picture or take any autographs, nothing.
Right.
So I was there, and would you like to see some Acidina Elias? As she was, she was kept on looking around and around, and deep down inside me, I was in shell shocked.
Of course.
Like I was in the presence of the sister
Mm.
of the great one that just died,
Right.
the king of pop, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Mm.
It's funny because it didn't have the same effect when I saw Jermaine in person.
Right.
We went there with his wife because I guess Jermaine was more down to earth,
Yes.
and I should have felt that way. But with LaToya, she came into the room and without saying anything, there was something about her
Mhm.
aura, her personality. Like,
Right.
I am
Right.
the sister.
Right. Right. A lot of
Yeah.
people do that. I get that.
Yeah, with her huge Dolce Gabbana purse, and I remember it was like just glittery and sparkly everywhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is it like made out of small mirrors?
You got the dope.
It's like swinging it like this.
Oh, she's just like, you know,
Just
whatever.
like that, yeah.
I have
This
it.
is
You
my
don't.
Dolce.
Eat it and read it and weep, sucker.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
But yeah, like good memories, good
Sure.
memories of when I encountered her in person.
I dig that. Right. Only time I was shell shocked for any artist was Morris Day,
Nice.
and he was he played at Boulder Station. This is like maybe 15 years ago. It's like maybe 20. I'll even say 20. And I went there. A friend of mine got me some tickets. We went to the show. I think Jimmy Jam was there because obviously, you know, do their own things.
Yes.
And I had an opportunity to shake his hand, and I was shell shocked. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
And I've met Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I met Gerald Levert. I met his father. You know, I mean, just because they all live in town.
Yeah.
So you meet these people from time to time. You know, and it's always cool. I mean, I've met 90s Act Troop and some other people, and very cool. But with him, I was a total mess.
Oh my goodness.
Total mess. But he's one of my musical idols as an entertainer. So that's why I was so tripping over myself.
Nice. Well, I am shell shocked right now because I am in the presence of an R&B artist.
Oh, well, that's just because I'm amazing. No, I'm kidding.
There you go.
Thank you. Man.
There you
No,
have it,
very
ladies
kind.
and gentlemen.
You know, oh, I'm sorry, but no,
Yeah.
I'm very humbled and thankful that you guys have asked me to be here in this venue. It's always a pleasure to
The
come.
pleasure is all mine.
Right. It's always a pleasure to
and
be on here on social
and,
media shows and do. And be
Thank
with
you
guys.
for accepting our invitation.
Of course.
Yeah. So now in this part of the segment, I'd like we have a surprise prices. So tickets for two to watch a show and tickets for two to have brunch in some buffet. But according to my directoire, I can't mention the name of the buffet, so it's a secret. So,
Surprise!
So surprise.
So
So
shameful.
there's going to be a telephone number that's gonna pop on the screen, and whoever calls first will get one of those prizes. So call right now.
Right.
All right. All right.
Call.
I know. I'm just like Chris Tucker in the Fifth Element. That's I love him.
Oh my God.
Call me.
Call my
I have
man. Call my man.
Yeah, there you go.
I see it. I'm
I have
sci-fi
no
out.
matches. I have no matches.
Come on, my man. Come on, my man. Don't do it.
Okay, we're taking a commercial break. Don't go away. There's more in the second segment.